My journey into barbering was basically, it was kind of the only thing that I found that I was okay at. And also I wanted a job that I didn't take home with me, which I ironically do take it home with me now, but at the beginning I didn't. And I wanted a job where I get to kind of talk to people, get to know people, and kind of create something tangible. I want to be able to see the results of what I'm doing, basically. So I started at Murdock about almost 12 years ago now, and I've been working in this chair for all of those 12 years, and it's brilliant. My role at Murdock is primarily, I'm a barber, but I am also what's called a creative director. So I'm in charge of going around the world and showcasing our products and our brand ethos to companies that sell our products and also prospective companies, and just trying to get them excited about what we do, basically. My best hairstyle I've ever had was, I had a Mohican when I was younger, and I absolutely loved it. I think the worst haircut I've ever had is, I had a bowl cut, unintentional bowl, till I was about 9, I think. You'd have to ask my mum about that. Joe, I don't know about you, mate. This is probably your worst, isn't it, right now?
Every time. Yeah, this is my worst haircut. My best haircut, probably when I got married, because my nan said that my hair looked good. So, must have looked nice, because she's hated every other haircut that I've ever had. And I don't think she truly believes I'm a professional barber, but yeah.
And what about your worst?
Worst haircut? Do you remember, this is a bit of a niche reference, but do you remember Kevin Peterson, the English cricketer?
Yeah.
He had like a weird, like, blonde Mohican.
Faux hawk.
But to the side. And yeah, because Beckham went in the middle, I went for that one, and it was awful. And the bleach weren't left on for long enough, and it was like copper, and it was disgusting. Whilst I was at school, my teacher made me get it cut out. So yeah, that was pretty bad.
Murdock is basically 3 barbershops in London. We look after people from all walks of life. We've been going for many, many years, and our main ethos is we have ethically sourced products. We try and be as ethical as we can as a business, and we provide the best service from the minute that someone walks in. You know, a lot of our clients become our friends, and I think that's at the core of what Murdock is that we're kind of making friends really here, rather than just making customers. Men's health is obviously at the core of everything we do. I mean, all our products are completely clean label, which means that there's no ingredients in any of them that are even remotely linked to anything that has a negative effect on men's health. We also do a lot to do with men's mental health. We've done a few events that have been kind of centered around that. My friend Joe here started our More Than a Barber campaign, which is kind of about how we can, ourselves as barbers, we can talk to our clients and really kind of try and see if we can help with their mental health and all these kind of things. And in terms of like men's health, men's grooming, I think a lot of guys do know that it's important now. I think a lot of guys do. I think when we first started, me and Joe, I think it was a little bit rarer to get people coming in from all walks of life, because they maybe thought like, oh well, you know, it's not my cup of tea to go in and sit down and get pampered. But I think a lot of guys have changed, and I think a lot of the attitudes towards men with their own health and their grooming has completely changed, and we've been at the forefront of that.
All of our barbers are mental health first aiders as well, so we've all done the course to help our clients, and yeah, it's a safe space for them to speak, and we're not, you know, therapists or anything, but we can help them and direct them where they need to go to get help. So yeah, it's a big thing of what we do, speaking to people. It's very important.
So I'd say one of our top products is sea salt spray, which is what I'm going to be using on Joe to finish this haircut off. You spray it into damp hair, just 4 or 5 sprays, and then you either let it dry naturally or you blow dry it in yourself, and it gives you instant texture, instant volume, instant hold, but it looks completely natural. So it's like the foundation of every haircut we do at Murdock, and we sell tons of this like all over the world. So many guys that you see sold for the first time, they never go back to not using it. Another one of our best sellers is definitely our beard moisturizer. So with this, you only need like a little bit, just like a couple of pumps. Make sure you spread that around your hands and you use it every day. It's completely natural looking. You go up, it hits the skin, you go down, it hits the hair. And the big thing about this product that I think sells so well is that it's a practical product. It moisturizes the skin underneath the beard, so it stops your beard being itchy, it stops you getting beard rough, but it also doesn't leave it with a shine. So it gives you that option of it looking like a bit more stealthy. It doesn't look like you're doing anything to your beard, it doesn't look like you're trying really hard, but it solves a real world problem. It's also got this like quince and oak mossy kind of woody scent to it that people seem to really like as well. Bosh.
Beautiful.
And the other one I want to talk about is our textured hair cream. So this took us about 3 years of development. And it came from the realization that there's a lot of people with beautiful tight curls and all different types of curly hair, and not really any products that are kind of made specifically for that hair type. There's a lot of products that are trying to change that and like make that hair sit down flat or make it behave. But we wanted something that's just gonna keep it nice and moistened, keep curls bouncy, and allow people with textured hair and like curly hair to really kind of gain control of their curls without kind of ruining them basically and dampening them. And I'm using it on Joe's because he's got a little bit of curl around the back, and when you put it in wet and you let it dry, it just makes those curls nice and bouncy and just gives him a bit more texture. Otherwise he's very, very textureless.
I wanted it flat.
Do you want it flat?
Flat and straight.